Welcome back to Building Better. My name is ExoPluto, and in this series, what are we trying to do? We're trying to build better. So any way we can do to improve our building, any way we can improve, that's what we're going for. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's always going to be better. So last time we built this thing over here. This was our mine entrance, and over here we landscaped a little bit, and we also built this tower. So at the end of last episode, I was saying this tower kind of looks a little bit out of place because the village here is just the default kind of ugly village, and I think it would be really cool if we I think it would be cool if in this episode we kind of upscaled this village, made it a little nicer, and made it blend in with the tower a little bit better, and made this whole place make more sense. I think I might have actually turned fire spread off, so I don't think this is gonna work. But oh wait, no, I do have fire spread on. Okay, so that'll help with the roofs. Oh geez, I hope no one's in here. Maybe I should actually make sure that okay, no, we're gonna burn this place down. But for the rest, I should make sure that I at least have a few villagers who are safe. Maybe I'll just take this down manually. I'm getting a bit nervous. Where the heck are all the villagers? Anybody in here? No. Anybody home? Nobody. This looks abandoned too. Okay, what the heck? I swear I didn't kill any villagers here. Where did they all go? Well, maybe this is a sign. Maybe this just means that I should play the early game without any villagers. Like, I was planning on making an iron farm and getting the whole villager trade set up and kind of, exploiting the villagers for free stuff. But since I don't have any, maybe it could be a cool challenge to try to do this, at least for the time being, without any villagers, and I'll have to mine up all my own iron and diamonds and stuff like that, and maybe I can beat the game without using villagers. I guess we should enter the mine and see how much iron we can get, and maybe some diamonds too, because we are not going to have an iron farm, and we're not going to have villager trades for diamond gear, so let's see what we can get. Okay, we got a pretty good haul here. I lined my hotbar with all the stuff we got in this mining session. Really, it was only like half an hour, maybe an hour, something like that. 41 diamonds, a little over a stack of iron, a bunch of coal, redstone, stuff like that. And a lot of that is thanks to my fortune pick that I have now. So it gets to be a lot easier to get some resources from mining. But if we check out in here, if we combine this with some of these resources, we actually have like a stack. Oh, I guess I did my math wrong. Well, we have a lot of diamonds, so I think I can make some good diamond gear now. Okay, got ourselves a chest plate. Let's do some pants. How much is this going to take? I think it's like 23 overall diamonds. Get some leggings, and finally a helmet. Bam. There we go. Fully kitted out in diamond. And I have just enough levels, I think, to do only one piece of armor here. So let's see what we get. If I put this in... Okay, thorns. That's actually terrible. Depth Strider? Okay, not bad. I would have loved Feather Falling. Unbreaking. God, I'm getting so unlucky. And Protection 3. Man, I don't know. I might gamble on the helmet because I could get Respiration or something good. Although it could just straight up be Unbreaking 3. Let's see. Oh my god, this is really not good. Blast Protection and Unbreaking. I mean, I guess if we get hit by a creeper, that's going to help a little bit. And I think that's all I can do for now. So let's talk about what we want to build next. I'm thinking that I was initially thinking I wanted to build something with villagers, but obviously we have no villagers. So I think that this area could be sort of farmland. I cleared out this whole area here. I got all the village gone. And I'm thinking that I could cover it with wheat. Could look pretty good. And then maybe a little farm house thing, or maybe like some stables for a horse. So I think that's what I want to do next. So I'll cover this area with wheat and put a little house somewhere. Back on the creative world over here. So I want to build a kind of stables slash farmhouse thing, and I want to have it be similar to the materials we used for the tower. So that's going to be a lot of tuff again, but also I just got this from a wandering trader. Is this pale moss block, which I think looks pretty good. I mean, it's basically the same color, but adds a little bit of texture here. So I definitely want to do that. And then another thing that I want to do is, like, if there's windows on this thing, I think one way a window looks good is with the scaffold. So, like, if I just do that, that looks like, so we got this wall, and then we got like a little window here. And then for the top section, for the roof, I think I want to do some copper and maybe also some stone. Yeah, copper and stone bricks, and kind of interweave them a little bit to make it look like, it's weathered in some places. And then I'm thinking deep slate for the roof. So this is going to be kind of like the outline for the roof, and this will be the roof. And then I think I also want, so there's going to be a house part, and then there's going to be a stables part, which is going to kind of extend out from the house. And this will have like a spruce roof. So that's the idea anyway. Let's see what that sort of thing will look like on the actual game. Alright, the farm slash stables area is pretty much done here. Well, at least the outline of it. So over here we've got kind of the main house where we'll put something in here. I don't know. I guess not a villager. And I kind of like these archways. I think that looks pretty good. And we've got the stone and the oxidized copper playing a role here. I'm kind of colorblind, so maybe these green and gray don't go together. You tell me. And then over here I've got, this is going to be the stables area. Now I haven't done anything to make this detailed or anything, so that's going to be next, but this is just getting the outline in. So next I'm going to do the interior. I'm going to do some more cosmetic stuff along the outside and get the stables going. All right, we've done quite a bit of detailing work here. Let's check it out. So, not completely done, but I figured this is in a pretty good state, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks. So, of course, we've got the main building, which we got done, and now I planted a bunch of wheat in the fields here. I think I want to do actually more, but it takes a really long time. I put a little bit of vegetation around here. I created some paths. Some of these paths were left over from me tearing down the village here, but some of the paths seem to work pretty well. I've got some barrels here kind of lining the outsides. On the inside, I kind of went with this spruce and path block, and I just put a few barrels in here and some lighting. And then over here, I've got it kind of more muddier.
and also some barrels and stuff, and then trough for the horses, which eventually we'll get here, but I didn't actually have any leads. Apparently I gotta kill more of those wandering traders to get the leads. I haven't been doing my allotment of wandering trader killing. Yeah, so this is the interior. I think it looks okay. Probably could have gone even more detailed, but again, I wanted to get the horses in here. So I think, nothing crazy. I'll just attach the horses to this fence here, and that'll be where we get them set up. And then I've got a few paths coming out of here. We saw the entrance there, and then here's another path. I also put some of these hay bales up, make it look a little bit nicer. This path comes all the way up to the tower. Not sure where this is going to go to be honest. But I think it looks kind of nice coming down from this way, too. More vegetation on the sides here. And then another path coming this way. This is probably the main path I'll be taking from the tower to the area here. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's time to set all that building aside for a little bit and make some progress in the game. So what's next? Well, we got to go to the Nether, and we got to find a Nether fortress and get some blaze rods and all that good stuff. But to do that, I'd have one arrow, and I would love to go to the Nether with a bunch of arrows. So I think it's time. Clearly, it's time to go kill a bunch of chickens. Okay, I got myself just about a stack of arrows, killed a bunch of chickens, got a bunch of food, got a shield. I should be ready to go into the Nether. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so far nothing. I've been exploring maybe 15 minutes, haven't seen a single Nether fortress. I hate this section so much. The pigs that come out of nowhere, the hogs, oh my god, they'll just knock you off a ledge like this. Like, I'm totally gonna die here. I gotta get through it though, somehow. Oh, I hear him. Gotta dodge him. Keep going. Get out of here. Oh, they're right behind me. I can hear them right behind me. I'm totally gonna run off a ledge. Hide in a hole, hide in a hole. Oh, okay. Nothing to fear. Wow, I almost missed this. I was just looking around in this little ravine here and getting very, very lost, but I think right down there, that's where we need to go. I fully expect to die here. Oop, I didn't even mean to drop down there. I was shifting. Yeah, that shows you how prepared I am here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put little things every so often, little places where we can fall back to if there happens to be a spooky skeleton thingy. What are they called? Totally forgot what they're called. Spooky skeleton thingies can't go under this. So if we... Oh, wither skeleton. Yeah, so if we encounter a wither skeleton, we should fall back to under here. Because this was a really hard fortress to find, and it would kind of suck to die. Although I'm pretty sure that is going to happen. Alright, we've encountered our first spooky skeletons, and I'm pretty sure they're trapped, so this is actually a pretty good scenario. Maybe I can get a wither head? No. Oh, but we got the, man, I don't know what anything in this game is called. Nether wart. We've got nether wart down here. Finally found ourselves a blaze over here. Okay, that's half a heart. That was so close. And there's a blaze right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, gotta go figure out some place to hide. Okay, 12 blaze rods, that's gonna be plenty for me. Let's get the heck out of here, if I can find my way out. Unbelievable, we made it back. Feels so good to see that nether portal right there. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get back to that fortress, but that's okay. I think we got all the blaze rods we need. And of course, we're still coming out at this side instead of back over there inside the mines. I'm really not sure what's up with that. In fact, you know what? I think the next build I might want to do is some kind of nether portal build to make this more official. Okay, I think right here is a good spot. Let's see if this hooks up correctly. Looks okay on this side. Back to the right spot. Alright, I think this looks a bit more official over here. Let's check it out. I still need to make some paths going up to it, but basically we've got a big old circle of stones with some vegetation around it, and then inside is our portal. So let's check out the other side. Yep, nothing super fancy, but at least we, in theory, shouldn't be getting transported to different areas. So yeah, we've got our portal done. We've got our little farm area here done. I think we made some good progress towards beating the game by getting our blaze rods and stuff like that. And yeah, I think we did pretty good this episode. You know, always continue to improving our building here. And I think this is a good addition to our world here. So thanks for joining, and I will see you on the next one.